Hey folks, Jossaway here. Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, where we are exploring the marketplace in the demon-infested city of Canabras. We recently arrived. We've made our way across a bridge, across the chasm, and are exploring basically the north side of the market square at this time. We've had a couple of combats. Let's regroup and continue exploring.
Let us be off.
A little bit of a path down here. Ruined area. Okay. Okay, looks like we're not going to be able to get past anywhere out here, so we're going to have to head back across to the front.
Let's move.
Who are you? Ramian. Let's check in with Ramian. My beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course, but would you not agree this is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Or perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and will accidentally fall into it. Such foresight is laudable, but do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use, for instance, fighting demons or clearing rubble, while the people trapped beneath it might still be alive? The face of this golden-curled Aasimar is beautiful, even by the standards of his kind, in whose vein runs the blood of angels. His melodious voice sounds cheerful, but bitter reproach simmers in his gaze. Hulrun. Don't you dare call me brother, heretic. Signs of recent hard fighting are obvious in this stern old man. His armor is dented and covered in blood, and his unnatural pallor suggests something more dangerous than wounds inflicted by claws and fangs. Nevertheless, his gaze is stony, and his voice, accustomed to barking orders, is harsh and clipped. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect this city? Especially now, when followers of your temple were caught committing treason. To my mind, you're no different than demon worshippers. Those miscreants, those beasts that are digging under the city walls. Everyone knows, my dearest prelate, that in your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you've long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe and good from evil. That's what happened with my adepts, whose act of treason was a genuine attempt to save the city. And yet again, I'm forced to repeat myself. While we're wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble in our city, people whom we could have saved. If you had only set your soldiers to the task and not kept them here surrounding a useless and utterly harmless hole in the ground. Harmless? Well, if it's on your say-so, then that must mean there's someone down there. Your associates, no doubt. And they're just waiting for us to abandon our post before they slink out and try again to... The old man notices your approach. And you, I remember you. You appeared in my city the day demons attacked and Terendil died. What are you doing here? Answer at once, or I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. Don't think that the demons have wounded me. I still have enough strength to take on 100 of your sort. Yeah, we've seen a lot of information about this guy. Either he's a total incompetent coward fool, or he's an active traitor double agent. So he's not high on my list of people to listen to. And what is that hideous creature? Orlan peers at Windowog with suspicion. The huntress shoots him an icy glare. We call ourselves the Neathers. Our forebears bore the brunt of the demon's first strike. In thanks for their sacrifice, you sent them into the catacombs. But now that the demons are mauling you in the streets, you need allies, even hideous ones like us. Windowog pointedly spits on the floor. Mongrels? Descendants of the Crusaders? A feral specimen, no doubt. You obviously know human speech. Surprisingly well, in fact. All right, let's be off with you. The prelate looks at you. She causes any trouble, I'll hold you responsible. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me who you are. Do we have any sense of how strong this guy is? Let's prod and poke him a little bit. Who do you think you are to be asking me such questions? I find it passing strange that you don't already know who I am. I am Hulrun Shapak, Prelate of Canabras, Inquisitor by the grace of Iomedae, Defender of the city by the grace of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, against threats from within and without. And as we can see, you've done a sterling job protecting the city. Golden Curled Aasimar flashes a flinty smile. I am Ramian of Edme, prior of the Temple of Desna, which, alas, currently lies in ruins. This is I believe this is Orlan's deity, I believe. Wise Hulrun here believes it is vital to guard this hole in the ground, from which certain demons will emerge at any moment. I've been trying to convince him that the city has far more urgent matters to deal with. For instance, rescuing those currently dying under the rubble. You know what? There may in fact be one matter that is more important than guarding this hole. I've put it off, and look where it's led us. Should have had you hung from the gates back when you dared to defend your gang of delinquent demon collaborators. If the Sarkorians had hanged Arilu Vorlesh while they had the chance, there never would have been a war. I won't repeat their mistake. I won't hesitate any longer. Soldiers, seize this scum! Sela pops up here. Prelate, see reason. These are frightening times, but threatening to hang someone without trial, that is unworthy of a servant of Eomide. The old man fixes his gaze on Sela. Lest you forget, girl, we may save the Serm goddess, but you are not an inquisitor. Don't question the way I choose to serve Eomide, and I won't question yours. What precisely are you accusing Ramian of, Inquisitor? Treason. Not long before the city was attacked, several followers from his temple tried to secretly access the Ward Stone and perform an unknown ritual over it. Hulrun is trembling with fury. The Ward Stone of Canabras, the gift from Eomide, the bringer of light, wrought by the hands of her herald, the first in the chain, and followers of that crazy runt of a goddess try to meddle with it, using their magic after hearing a voice in their dreams. Soldiers almost had them caught when Ramian got in the way, allowing the traitors to go to ground. I made a mistake. I didn't have him locked in a cell and interrogated to within an inch of his life. And now the city lies in ruins. It's time to rectify that mistake. I've told you before, and I'll tell you again. My people foresaw the attack on the city. They knew the Wardstone already carried the seed of corruption within itself. They were simply trying to heal it. I've heard similar claims before. Now, where was it? Oh, yes, from Staunton Vane, the traitor who brought down Dresden. The lessons of the past have taught us a great deal, and that is why I never believed you or your mob's lies for even a second. And I was right. Okay. I would say, okay, I think there's one possible chance for Hulrun to prove that he's just a paranoid incompetent and not an actual double agent here, or at least for this situation to be diffused in that manner. Part of me wants to just kill him and be done with it. But let's see, he seems to be operating from a place of paranoia from what he's saying, but he also seems to be quite devout. Let's show him the light. See if that brings him to our side. Behold, Inquisitor, I bear the gift of an angel who died in the caves below Canabras. I am no enemy of yours. The old man frowns and whispers something. A prayer or a spell? With each word, his face relaxes. You're telling the truth. The light in your hand was wrought by the power of heaven. I will keep an open mind with regard to you, stranger. And later, under less fractious circumstances, I would like to ask you about how you came to receive this gift. But that can wait. Now I must deal with this filth once and for all. Yeah, okay, we tried. Don't lay a finger on him, or you'll have to answer to me. The Aasimar holds up his hands in a placating gesture. Stop! You are defenders of what remains of Canabras. Can't you think of anything better to do than be at each other's throats in the ruins of the city? Ramian looks at the prelate. You're a fool, Hulrun. You're a zealot and a murderer, but you're a fool first and foremost. I told you that the Wardstone was weakened. You wouldn't listen. I warned you that the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. The truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the Wardstone, and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for this tragedy are the demons, but you have done nothing to prevent it. And now you would still rather kill an innocent person and perish yourself than admit you were wrong. As always, with a wave of his hand, the Aasimar vanishes. He fled, the heretic. He's no doubt expecting me to rush off in pursuit. That won't work on me. He turns his attention to you. What about you? If you truly have been marked out for a gift from heaven, this is your chance to save the city. Go and bring back that filthy traitor. I'm almost certain that he and his cronies were helping the demons, either knowingly or unknowingly. Their attempt to bewitch the Wardstone is clear proof Ramian must be captured. Ramian really warned you about the attack? Those crazed Desnans were always bursting into my study with their incoherent prophecies that came to them in their dreams. I won't lie, sometimes what they said did come to pass, but can we really rely on the woolly dreams of heretics over the cold hard facts of intelligence reports? Plenty of demons would have easily fooled them and whispered their treasonous plans and dreams, and those lunatics would have been only too happy to listen. This time, Mr. Curls for Brains came to me and declared the demons were about to attack the city and that the Wardstone's power was diminished. Some kind of contamination or taint. Iomadai, forgive me for even repeating the words. After uttering such blasphemy, he should have been locked up along with his followers and interrogated. Instead, I simply increased the surveillance on them. And what next? My people caught them red-handed trying to attack the Wardstone with unknown magic. And not 3 days later, the demons attacked the city. There's an obvious connection between these events. Whether deliberately or under demonic influence, the Desnans played right into the hands of Discari's hordes, and they almost left the city completely defenseless. Ramian covered for his people in the whole time and helped them escape my guards. After that, what else can he be but a traitor and a heretic? Why are you so obsessed with finding enemies everywhere you look? Why? Why? You must not be from these parts, or you wouldn't have asked such a question. I look for enemies everywhere because our enemies are everywhere. Who are we at war with? Demons. Demons and cultists. They're masters of deception. They worm their way into your favor and masquerade in all manner of false guises. Do you think Dresden was taken by force? No, by trickery. Were it not for me, Canabras would have gone the same way long ago, captured out from under our noses. Now listen to what I'm about to tell you. This was a long time ago. I was very young then, and I had just joined the Crusade. Back then, Canabras didn't have a garrison so much as a public thoroughfare. Anyone who wanted could just stroll into the city. One day at dawn, a group of refugees came up to the city gates, bold as brass, and the guard let them in. And why not? No one was ever turned away, no matter. Everyone was welcome in our city. If you came from Mendev, or if you'd hauled yourself here from across the seas, the Crusade accepted all and sundry. But on this occasion, we paid dearly for our laxity. And just as soon as those innocent lambs entered the city, they transformed into demons and rushed into the Wardstone, slaughtering everyone who tried to stop them. 62 people died in less than a minute. The demons used their mutilated corpses to desecrate the obelisk. None of them dared to go near it, the light of the goddess, burning them all, but they threw the blood so far, spattering the Wardstone from every direction, and the lead demon, an eyeless beast, Minago, is her name, jeered and gloated, saying we mortals had been sitting ducks. And the creature was right, too. We let our guard down, and we got what we deserved. That bloodbath came to be known as the Red Morning Massacre, and it was burned into the townsfolk's memories. Since then, Canabras has adopted different practices. Heretics, cultists, spies, all the rabble who coveted Arilu's glory, we drove them all out of the city. We haven't had any trouble here since. Many have come here, even the Baelor Koramazde. They've all been sent straight back to where they came from, or else they were killed for their trouble. You see, Discari himself had to crawl out of the abyss and come here. The goddess cursed him in order to break through our defenses. And what did he do? He left again, and we're still fighting. That is what vigilance and discipline can do. This guy is a lunatic. He's a paranoid lunatic. He's gonna kill, he's already demonstrated total incompetence. He's done more harm than good. He thinks he's protecting the city, but he is a force, what's the opposite of a multiplier? A force divider, I guess? He is a total negative. He's gotta go. Whether you're a traitor or a mad dog, this city will be better off without you. To arms! Death to traitors! Kill the demon worshipper!
Can we retreat already?
Okay. He's got to go. How badly have you screwed ourselves here with this choice? It's a level 13 Inquisitor. Okay, that's not great. He's got level 2 helpers. Okay, we're going to need to burn some resources here. Woljif is up first. We can hit while he's flat-footed. He'll have an AC of 19. Charge, dismiss, burning hands, jolting grasp, firebolt, grease, mage armor we already have, and color spray. All right, this affects the will save. What's his will save going to be? Plus 12. His reflex is low, so grease could work on him. Could knock him prone. Where's grease? All creatures within a 10-foot burst, target centered on the target within close range. I think we want to get... He's flat-footed, so we should get sneak attack. I think we want to try for the flat-footed. I just don't know if I have a way to improve things here. I have magic missile, which I guess should just hit him. He's got 80 hit points. I do like the idea of the grease spell here. Falling prone seems like it'd be a really good way to have everybody else deal with these guys, especially because he'll be flat-footed and prone. But the getting an initial sneak attack on him while he's flat-footed is also seems really good.
Cover me, all right?
He's resistant to electricity. I'm not worried about his two Inquisitors so much. It's him. He's got a lot of defenses. Reflex is not one of them. You know what? I think actually maybe we will throw a grease spell here. I don't know if we want Woljif going in that close, and this will make everybody else easier to hit in this first round. Let's grease up here. Now, here's my other problem. I want to hit this, I want to be able to approach them, so I think I need to move first. Let's push him off to the side. He's got a lot of movement. Let's put him here. And then cast the grease spell. See if I can just get these guys. So I just want to be able to get them so they fall prone. All of them saved? That's not great. Okay. The DC was only 15. Yeah, they rolled a 14, a 16, and a 15. Those are great rolls. That sucks. You're going to stomp forward. Okay, Camellia's up. I think a delaying action here could be good, so throwing down maybe Nature's Ally. We pop it right in front of them, maybe they'll waste their turn attacking it. I could also entangle, I could Bane here. Or I could just attack this guy. He's got 19 AC. Battle Spirit. Shaman can use this ability for a number of rounds per day, equal to 3 plus their charisma modifier. Rounds do not need to be consecutive. I think we'll hold off on that. I will probably, you know what I'll do? I'll take this lasts for a minute. I'll use a swift action for my weapon enchantment. I don't think it's time for a Bane or an Entangle yet. I could try to entangle these guys on the grease. I don't know, we'll see what happens on their turn. Let's deal with the guy in front of us, the Inquisitor. Let's reduce their action economy here.
I'll cut you wide open.
It's a hit for 5, we'll take that. Wenduog, I think. We definitely want to get some sneak attack damage now, if we can. Let's see. We're in range of Vital Strike here. I think moving right here seems good. Maybe up to here. Yeah, let's go ahead and we've got Deadly Aim and Point Blank Shot. I think we want Deadly Aim off. And we want to try to Vital Strike this guy. If we can get a sneak attack with a bunch of damage on him here, that'd be great. 27 damage, fantastic. Good first turn from Wenduog. He's down to 53. All right, Sela. We could give her fighting defensively and push her up front to tank. This only is a +1 bonus to her dodge, though. Can she charge these guys? No. All right, in that case, let's move into position here to be a target for them. And then we'll take a swing at this guy. She could try to... His will save is +12. He's not going to be scared. Let's attack the Inquisitor.
The Inheritor.
There's another 7.
Blade.
Okay. Orlan, what do we want to do with you? We've got power attack on. If I move past this guy, I'm taking an opportunity attack, and I can't charge him anyway. So what I should really do is reposition. What's your AC? 19? I think we want power attack off. Let's move here and try and take out the Inquisitor.
Forward!
Okay, that's 1 down. Let's see what paranoid crazy Hulrun does. He's gonna step forward. Okay. I think I'm gonna get hit here. He makes his save against... Okay, not too bad. Let's start sneak attacking our friend here. What else could I do? I burned my grease. I do have color spray. Durations based on target's hit dice. A vivid cone of clashing colors springs forth from your hand, causing creatures to become stunned, perhaps also blinded, and possibly knocking them unconscious. Each creature within the cone is affected according to its hit dice. So, level 13 here, that's not going to do anything. This guy's resistant to electricity, but does not have any weaknesses. I don't think I have a lot that I can do here. A magic missile? It's guaranteed damage. Fortitude partial save is not going to help. All right, so I've got some magic missiles for guaranteed damage, or I could try for... He should be flanked. We have to hit a 20 here. I don't really have much that's going to target his low reflex save, aside from grease. You're at 20, you're at 19. Let's go for more sneak attack damage here. Let's see if we can pull it off since he's engaged. He's got the dagger, so he's got to get in close to do it. All right, stab him in the kidney. Do it.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
He hits for 12. Love to see that. All right, Camellia, what do you have? Battle Spirit gives everyone else +1 bonus to attack rolls and weapon damage rolls. I like that. I could also Bane here. Will negates. These guys have very high will saves, so that's probably not it. I have a scroll of inflict serious wounds. His touch AC is 9. So he would get an opportunity attack on her, but this probably hits. Or I could go in for... I already cast Spirit Weapon Enhancement. I could just go in and strike. Do I want to take an opportunity attack here? What's her AC at? 21? And he's dealing...
Spirits demand your blood.
+11 to hit. We need to burn through his hit points. It might be worth it to go after the serious wounds here. Will half if used to damage. So he probably, yeah, maybe not. Maybe he makes the will save. I could swap to the masterwork like crossbow. It has slightly more damage, but I've already put the spirit enhancement on. So, no, all right. I think her best play might actually be the battle spirit here. So that's her action. And we probably want to... We want to reposition in case they have some sort of spell or spell-like ability that does, like, area damage. Let's reposition a little bit. I actually don't know how to, like... I don't know how to, like... I guess yeah, I have to partially move like that. Yeah, let's get out of the line of fire back here. All right, that's Camelia's turn. Wenduog. Yeah, keep deadly aim off. Go for another vital strike. See if you can hit. There's another 18. I'm loving my sneak attackers in this fight. Stay right where you are, I think. Sela. You're not able to hit Hulrun from here. You could use a potion here. Cat's Grace. Bear's Endurance. Barkskin. This is more Constitution. More Dex. Yeah, these items aren't really helpful. So I can't reach you. It seems like, hold on. It seems like I can move here without provoking an opportunity attack, or can I? No, it seems like I will. Let me engage with the Inquisitor here.
The light. Take
Okay, there's 8 damage. That's helpful. Let's curl around him if we can, like this, for next turn. Okay. Orlan. What do I do here? I could try to kill the Inquisitor, or I could put more damage into Hulrun. I think we try to, yeah, DPS this guy down. It's 1 more AC, but what can I do? I do have the option here to take a consumable. A potion of haste? I'm not sure I need that. Bear's Endurance. Do I want to burn this potion of haste? I don't think I do. We've done pretty well against him. We were going to take some damage, I think. But... I could dazzle them here with the Light of the Angels for 1d4 rounds. Everybody gets 1 temporary hit point. There's no saving throw. They just become dazzled. That's my chance to hit here. I've got a +8 against 20 AC, so I need a 12 or higher. Or I could just Light of the Angels here. It's a good use for Light of the Angels. Let's do it. Okay, those 2 get dazzled. I don't think I want to move away. I could swap to, if I had a shield set up ready, I could swap to that, but I don't. So, all right, we're going to stay here. You know what I could do? I think I'm out of their reach. Let me take a 5-foot step here. That should not provoke opportunity attacks. Yeah, so they have to come to me if they want to hit me. See what they do. Hulrun? You missed twice trying to hit Sela. And the Inquisitor missed as well. Okay, well, you guys are going down, I guess. Wollief, I need you to delay. Then I need Camellia to come in and threaten so you can get sneak attack. Let's turn Battle Spirit off. Hang on, I gotta turn Inflict Serious Wounds off. How do I turn it off? There we go. Okay. Yeah, come in and threaten. Try to strike him.
You are today's sacrifice!
It's a miss, but you're threatening. Now he can get sneak attack.
Distract them from me.
Missed twice. Not great. Wenduog. You frequently miss the enemy Hulrun. There are many spells and abilities that your armor won't protect you against. To work, they just need to touch the target. This is the touch attack. It ignores armor and shields. A creature's touch AC is usually lower than their full AC, as it doesn't include the bonuses from the armor, natural armor, and shields. Touch attacks can be made both in melee and from a distance ray. Try using this, Burning Hands. Okay. Let's have you Vital Strike this guy. Another miss. Okay, we're rolling poorly this round. Sela, you attack.
Into the fray.
That's a hit for 8. Okay, he's down to 15. Love to see that. She's in a good position. Let's keep here. Orlan, come in with your reach weapon and try and strike this guy.
We won't falter.
Nice. Hulrun dies. Okay, we dealt 19. Inquisitor saved his throw against the Marching Terror, but that's fine. In turn, Inquisitor, what are you going to do? You're going to miss? I can't believe we didn't take a single point of damage here.
Go for their hearts!
Time to share your treasures.
Okay, there we go. Woo! What a fight. Yeah. I don't know that this is something we want to boast about. Technically, he was a lawful good, I think, but maybe, I mean, the way I view it is that Orlan believes he was either so incompetent and paranoid that he was actively damaging the city's defenses, or he was a double agent. So, I mean, we'll probably tell Irabeth that we found him dead and not mention the fact that we straight up murderated him. But from a roleplay perspective, I feel like it was necessary to get rid of him. I don't know. Like, this is not, I have never played the game before, so maybe he had a redemption arc in the future, or maybe he turned out to be a double agent in the future if we don't take him out here. But I had the opportunity. I didn't trust him. He was like, his paranoia was killing innocent people and actively damaging efforts to protect the city. So I felt like it was better to take him out. All right. Let's buff up in case something happens. And then let's loot this guy. Okay, he had some magical half plate, some potions, light crossbow, heavy shield, magical longsword. Yeah, we're gonna take all of this, except maybe not the chainmail. I don't think we need another heavy shield or a light crossbow. Cold Iron Masterwork Longsword, what is this worth? 200, I'll take that. To sell later. Take the potions. I think that's it. I don't think we need the rest of this. Let's take a look at what we acquired. Okay. First of all, we have the Longsword of Right. It's a +1 cold iron. Deals an additional 1d3 damage to chaotic creatures. So additional damage versus chaotic. And it's cold iron. A longsword feels like... Now we already have the Masterwork Cold Iron Radiance. But it feels like Sela would be the one to use this. So +9, 5 to 12. I need to get her another heavy shield here. Can you, like... You can't share heavy shield between... So I might need another heavy shield here from them. Let's give her this. Okay. So, wait, why is the damage higher on this? Oh, because the +1 enhancement bonus. So Masterwork is only for attack rolls, whereas the +1 enhancement is for attack and damage. Plus, this can do extra against chaotic. All right, let's equip her with this for now. That seems like a good pickup. What else did we grab? Half plate plus 1. Ooh. So I've got her in the breastplate right now because of the lower armor check penalty, but this is really, really good. This is going to bump her AC by 3, I think. By 2. Okay. Still, 23 armor. Very nice. I think we will give her that. And then the Cold Iron Masterwork longswords we took mainly to sell. Nobody took a single point of damage in that fight. That's kind of crazy. And Hulrun's dead. If we check our journal here. Yeah, he would have killed Remian. So instead, we'll tell Remian that Hulrun is dead. Whatever the priest of the benevolent goddess may have believed, a peaceful solution to the conflict was never going to be possible. He will not rejoice at the news of his antagonist's death, but he will surely be lying if he says that the news does not come as a relief. I think my character... I'm pretty sure we chose Desna, right? Where's my deity? Demon Slayer biography. Alignment has shifted to neutral good. Okay. Looks like we started in the middle of neutral good and we're shifting towards chaotic good. So I can make more lawful choices to stay neutral if I want, or I can keep pushing towards chaotic. I definitely want to stay on the good side of things. I know that. I don't want to shift into true neutral. I don't want to do evil stuff. I just don't like other people telling me, like, I don't like other people's decisions about what's right and wrong. But we're trending towards chaotic. Where is the deity shown? Is it under class? Yes, Desna. Yeah, Desna is my chosen deity. Domains, chaos, good, liberation, luck, and travel. Favored weapon, star knife. Okay. Ooh, I can wield star knives. We'll have to keep an eye out for one of those. See what it does to use our favored weapon. Okay. Pretty good fight there. Took up the majority of that whole interaction, took up 2/3 of the episode, but I'm cool with it. It was fun. We've been back there. Let's keep exploring. I'm actually gonna, yeah, I'm gonna save the game here. Hulrun dead. Okay. Oh, we got the grease still. Let's avoid that. Hold on. You can dismiss the spell. Yeah. That gets rid of the grease. Cool. The grease wasn't quite as effective as I'd hoped, but I mean, I still think it was the right time to use it. Nothing back here. Hold on, I hear something ahead. Let's have everybody sneak up for a sec. Don't know what that is. Let's rebuff. Creep forward a little bit. See if we can find someone or something to fight. Okay, here we go. So a charge. We need to move forward more. What do we have here? A Dretch, Neophyte Fighter. These guys aren't like serious enemies. Need to move about to here.
Follow me.
Something like that. Get the drop on them?
Save the last one for
No.
me.
Okay. I was hoping we could. So there's more here. A bat. Wait. He's just facing the wrong way, right? They're not enemies? Yeah, they're just facing the wrong way. Okay. Orlan, I would love for you to charge... Who can you charge? Can't charge him. Or him. You can't charge because you don't have a clear path. All right. In that case, I think you have enough reach if I put you right here to hit this guy, this Dretch, and maybe proc the weapon sphere thing. Yeah, you can hit him. Do I want power attack here? What is his AC? He's flat-footed at 12. Yes, I do want power attack.
Strike with all your might!
Okay. 3 failed saves. Okay, don't show this tutorial. That was a good open. We got 3 frightened. Woljif has a lot of... Oh, he doesn't have a lot of movement. I thought he did. Why is his movement at 15? Non-stacking bonuses, that's fine. Why is his speed reduced? Is he in difficult terrain? Not sure what's going on there. Let's push him out to the flank for now. Oh, it's... Damn it. It's because he was stealthed. That's why. Son of a... God damn it. All right, these guys are going to run away, which means the cleric's the only one we have to worry about. Let's push him here, see if he can get an opportunity attack when this guy runs, at least. All right, let's turn your stealth off. Move you into position 2. I'd love you to hit this cleric. Okay, looks like you can do it from there. You can get closer. Let's get you behind this table. And let's see. Do I want deadly aim? What is your AC? Flat-footed 10? Yes. Deadly aim. Point blank shot. Vital strike. Delete this cleric, please. Thank you very much. 28 damage. Amazing. Camellia. You are not snuck up. Where can you get to? Can you charge anyone? No. Okay. You can get to here, or I could have you swap to ranged. I feel like this fight's gonna be over pretty quick, but then they're all fleeing. So, all right, let's see if we can get another opportunity attack by getting next to this guy. Sela, do the same thing if you can. Yep. Okay, now these 3 should flee. There's the attack of opportunity. Missed, unfortunately. He goes all the way away. He turned around and hit. Ooh, what was that? How did he... What did this guy do? He used channel negative in a 30-foot radius. Wow, that was pretty good. 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. So, what is that? 2 plus... That's 4, 7 points of damage to the whole party for a single action. Not bad. All right, Orlan. Not gonna be able to charge that guy, so let's see. Let's help. Who's gonna have the most trouble killing someone? You won't have sneak attack, so all right. We'll go do something to this neophyte fighter here.
We can do it!
Nice kill. We had 2 temporary hit points from the buff, so nobody has actually lost real hit points yet, which is great. Can I get to this guy? I cannot. Get to this guy? Yeah. Let's go to the neophyte cleric.
All right.
There's the sneak attack. Wenduog. Get as close as you can. See if you can throw at this guy. Is he within range? He is. What's your AC? Your AC, we want to turn deadly aim off. And try for the vital strike. Nice. Okay, that's a kill. That buff came in real handy. Let's regather, regroup. Let's see what we got here. Scale mail, club. Leather armor. We don't actually have any light armor right now. Let me grab that. Light mace, dart, a scroll. A sphere. Okay. So this is back where I think this is maybe where we were standing, or no, we were. It might be where we were standing when Discari cleaved the ground. Since we've cleared a little bit of this area, let's come check out what this is. Day 16, month Eridus. The 8th month, August. The demon invasion transformed all of Canabras into one great battlefield, but nowhere in the city suffered as much as this square. This place saw a clash of titans, the demon lord Discari leading his hordes from the abyss, and the dragon Terendelev, the mightiest of the city's defenders, and one of the first to fall. The scene of destruction leaves no doubt as to the battle's outcome. The skilled scout could recreate the course of the battle moment by moment, simply by looking at the ruins. From the chimneys torn down by powerful wings in a sharp dive, to the bloody tracks left behind when the demon dragged away the noble reptile's broken body. But it is no hypothetical scout gazing upon the ruins. It is Orlan, and he is not alone. The shadow of a strange, barely perceptible presence lingers over this place. Like a gaze untethered from any observer, this mysterious force, unknown to mortal kind, silently assesses, judges, and seeks a better way. In an instant, Orlan is vested with this power and looks at the world with its eyes. Past, present, and future stand before him as a unified whole, an unmoving, multifaceted crystal that would be beautiful were it not for the fractures, blemishes, and flecks marring its splendor. He's pragmatic. He's more interested in solving things now than... Yeah, he's going to make the future he wants to see and doesn't care about the past. He is very much someone who lives in the present. What present does he see? Ruins, blood, corpses. None of this perturbs the Aeon's dispassionate gaze. The living are alive. The dead will be judged by Pharasma. All is as it should be. But the demons circling in the sky or prowling through the streets create a jarring juxtaposition, like splashes of blood-red ink on a restrained pencil sketch. They should not be here. The world of mortals is for mortals. The demon's place is in the demon world. How sublime the world would be if everything in it knew its place. But even the demons aren't as abhorrent as the sharp-edged, unassuming crystal languishing in the dirt among the bricks and smashed cobblestones. No mortal would notice it. But to the Aeon's eyes, its mere existence is an outrage against universal laws. If the Aeon still existed, they would not stop until the crystal was unmade. But the Aeon are gone, and only their gaze remains. Orlan picks the crystal up, out of the dirt, and stows it in his pocket. He is mortal, which means he has the power to decide what to do with it. Aeons. Beyond passion, beyond mercy, beyond reason, the faceless caretakers of reality toil without end, silently struggling to preserve the tenuous balance upon which all existence depends. These voiceless forces are the Aeons, inscrutable shapers and eliminators of the multiverse. They exist beyond the understanding of most mortals, endlessly striving toward goals unfathomable even to many of the plane's oldest inhabitants. Aeons build order from the chaos of the maelstrom, seed new life upon barren worlds, and halt the rampages of forces grown overbold. They rend nations to vapor, dismantle planets into cosmic dust, and pave the way for calamities. Aeons embody the plane-spanning hand of a metaphorical omnipotent clockmaker, endlessly tuning and adjusting the myriad gears of reality in pursuit of ultimate perfection. We received the purple stone knife. Since we have a continued choice here, what past does he see? In the past exists the one who wielded this gaze in life, although the one and life are inapposite terms for Aeons, the supernatural embodiments of cosmic balance. Rather than who or what, a better word for these entities is how. This Aeon appeared from outside this world, from the great beyond, to put an end to the intermingling of the planes and destroy the world wound, the chasm disrupting the order of the multiverse. Alas, the visitor from beyond proved too weak for the battle they came to fight. They even failed to finish casting the spell that would have sent Discari back to the abyss. With one swing of his scythe, the Demon Lord cut the Aeon down. Interesting. What future does he see? Good and evil, chaos and order. Everything is in its lawful place in the multiverse, and is no longer trespassing where it does not belong. Nothing is disrupting the smooth and steady current of the river of souls from life into death and back to life again. Reality, rid of its flaws, is now perfect. And the aeons withdraw to eternally admire its beauty, which will never be threatened again. So we're seeing things from the perspective of this aeon, this cosmic clockwork, clocksmith, clockmaker, somebody whose goal is order above all, everything in its place and every place where it belongs. After allowing the hero to view the world through its eyes, the little that remained of the destroyed aeon is killed, even appropriate here for an entity that is so removed from life and death as we understand them, used up its last vestiges of energy. Now they're ready to disperse into nothingness, unless someone decides to preserve the aeon within themselves. Will the hero take on this power so that he may again look at the world through another's eyes, or will he allow it to vanish? Okay, requires Aeon Mythic Path. Retain the Aeon's power within yourself. Allow the Aeon's power to dissipate. This is an interesting choice. I think Orlan's main question here in this moment about whether or not to take the power is whether it will alter him. Because he's very pragmatic. He will do whatever it takes to achieve his objective. So more power is always a good thing. That said, he probably strongly disagrees with the kind of underlying hierarchy of evaluation that the Aeon uses, this idea of order and everything belonging in its place. I don't think that synergizes with him. Those values are foreign to him. But he took the angel's power unintentionally, and it hasn't forced him to be lawful good or anything like that. This opens, I think, the Aeon Mythic Path, but doesn't require me to choose it. So more power is more power. I think Orlan will take it, assuming, perhaps arrogantly, perhaps foolishly, that he will control the power and that the power will not control him. The spirit of the Aeon dwells out of sight, deep in Orlan's soul, like a pair of magical spectacles, stowed away until the moment when the hero once again needs to look through another's eyes. Wow, interesting. This game has some cool set piece like lore drops, and they come at a pretty rapid pace, right? A lot of CRPGs, you kind of start out and it's like, okay, we're starting on a small town, we have small town politics and small town stuff happening, and as you get stronger, then you start to encounter the world-changing stuff. This game's like, nope, you're gonna encounter the world-changing stuff from like literally the first minute of the game, and it's gonna keep coming at you. I'm really liking this game. It's very, very fun. The combat is good, the story is, the pacing is good. The pacing is fantastic. Anyway, we've got a little bit of time left in this episode, so I'm gonna rebuff and we're gonna continue exploring here, mapping out the edges of this path. I did hear another thing kind of over here. It sounded like a growl. Okay, not seeing whatever it is so far. Hey, there's more here. Another one of these enchanted half plates. I'll take that. Dagger, glaive, cure light wounds is fine. Nobody's hurt. Huh? Oh, we found something else. An apprentice lockpick and some vendor trash. Okay. Not sure where we're going here. Wait, what's happening here? Count Arende's servant. Thank the gods, I found someone who isn't fleeing into panic. Are you crusaders, mercenaries? The comely half-elf is so frightened he can barely get the words out. I'm a servant of Count Daryl Cale Nevis Arende. My lord's mansion is under attack by the demons. The master himself and all his guests are trapped inside, and then the house guards are nowhere to be found. I managed to escape through a servant's passage to look for help. Will you help me? The mansion is only a stone's throw away on the next street over. He meets your gaze with pleading eyes. Count Arende. I've seen him a few times before. From afar. He looked highly audacious. I confess that he did capture my attention, but that's neither here nor there. We should help him. Gratitude of a rich and influential man can only benefit us. Looks like we succeeded at a knowledge check here. You've heard about the Arende family before. This wealthy and noble Mendevian dynasty was almost wiped out by the demons more than 10 years ago. The last surviving member of the family, the young Count Darren, has an infamous reputation. He's well known for being a rake and a rogue. Misfortune continues to dog the House of Arende, I see. You're telling me? Everyone tried to talk me out of taking up the position, saying it can't just have been bad luck that brought tragedy down on the family and almost killed off the line. But I reasoned that since my master was the only one to survive that calamity, that meant he must be blessed by the fate and the powers of good. The pay was nothing to sniff at either. Servant cast his eyes at the ground. I should have listened to people smarter than me and got to work somewhere else, preferably far away from Canabras. All right, tell me more about what happened.
I'll tell you what I can. I was working from dusk till dawn and back to dusk again, serving guests at the count banquet. And when the other servants came to relieve me at my post, I went to sleep. Next thing I know, I wake up and there are demons inside the mansion. I couldn't even reach the count. The monsters had blocked the way. The count's banquet was still going on. He and his guests were in the great hall, and as far as I could tell, the door to the room was sealed. And the demons couldn't get in. I'm begging you, hurry. The mansion's doors are sturdily built. The demons will have to work hard to get past them, so you still have time to rescue the people inside.
All right, I'll help. Where's your master's house?
It's not far at all. You're better off entering from the next street over through the passage I used to get out. Oh, please help. I'm begging you. I hate to think what the Count will do to me if I don't bring back help.
Okay, another side quest here. There's a lot of them. We have an area exit. I don't seem to have a way to get to the world map to check things out. But
March on.
let's finish checking out what we can. And then we'll have to decide what to do. I don't think we're leaving until we've cleared everything here in the marketplace. It doesn't make sense. It wastes spells and slots and stuff. But let's see what else we can reveal here. And
Found. Something?
you found something over there? Okay.
Onwards.
Okay, nothing here. I'm not sure what this building is. But we got a little bit of loot. Oh wait, there's something out here too. What did you find? Bunch of alcohol? Somebody had a stash out here. Uh-oh, what's happening? Hear me. Take heed. The hordes of the Abyss march on Canabras. The Wardstone is their target. They must not be allowed to capture it. The consequences will be disastrous. Oh, is this the temple of... This is the temple of Desna. So she's sending... That's the warning that they received. Interesting. Okay. Snatch up the loot. Okay. I think it's probably fine to head into the temple and meet with Ramian. We can complete a quest that way. Tell him that Hulrun's been dispatched. Again, he won't be happy about it, but I don't think he understood just what a problem Hulrun was. And I think that'll be the opening for our next episode. We'll step into the Temple of Desna, meet with Rami, and see if we can recruit a cleric to our 6th slot here. Having a dedicated healer would be great. And a spellcaster, for that matter. We have 2 half spellcasters in Camellia and Widgif. What's this guy's name?
Don't mind me.
Woljif. But we don't have a dedicated spellcaster yet, so picking one up would be fun. That is going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that fight with Woljif and our encounter with the Aeon Spirit. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.